I survived 100 days as a witch in Minecraft. Being a witch isn't easy, especially when you're the village reject. So I decided to go out on my own, and I set myself 3 main objectives. 1. Craft the Book of Shadows and learn the way of witchcraft. 2. Become the most powerful witch in all of Minecraft so nobody can mess with me ever again. And 3. Craft a potion of youth and reveal Minecraft's best kept secret. Do I have what it takes to become the most powerful witch in Minecraft? Or will my potions and spells come back to bite me? Literally. Stay tuned to find out. Oh, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe, or I'll turn you into a frog. Today is day 1 as a witch, and I really thought it was going to be special. I had some big plans for my first day here in my new witch village, but before I could begin, I needed some supplies. I grabbed what I needed from the market, including some mandrake root, and I headed to my ritual spot. I lit the fire and I started my ritual when a few of the locals started to gather around. Ooh, this was my big shot to impress them. I began my spell. The winds, the waves, the skies, the days, bring me a sign of the good old ways. Grant me a creature that gives and not takes. Give me a friend that I will never forsake. Ah! My spell did not go as planned and now everyone is running away. Oh man. Later that night, I left my house to stretch my legs when I found this. A note to say that the other witches in the village think I should leave, and I don't have what it takes to be a good witch. I packed up the few things I had, grabbed some food from the market, then I left my witch's village forever. I guess I'm on my own now. Time to find my own place. Day 2. While I was looking for somewhere new to start my own place, I found this little village and I thought I'd check it out. Turns out, nothing but zombies around here. I guess they won't be needing this food then. Thanks! By day 3, I had found this new swamp, and I instantly knew this was my new home. I grabbed some wood to make some basic tools, then I grabbed some more wood to build my witch's hut to sleep in. A little while later, I was set. Now I have my base to call my own. It was time to get to the good stuff, the witchy stuff. Task number 1 of being a good witch, I was gonna need a cat. Every good witch has a cat sidekick, right? I found this catnip beside some pumpkins and I grabbed it all up. And it didn't take long after that to find some feline paw prints. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Little did I know that a little kitty can cover a lot of ground very quickly. In fact, it took 4 biomes and nearly 6 days until I finally tracked it down. The only problem was, I wasn't the only thing tracking the kitty. Ah! Thankfully, on day 10, I found one. A beautiful little kitty in a tree. But it wasn't even interested in the idea of being my friend. I know what will work. This thing, a laser pointer. What cat doesn't love a laser pointer? It worked. The kitty came down from the tree and instantly was my new little buddy. Task number 1 to becoming the best witch ever complete. I think I'm gonna call him Whiskers. Let's get Whiskers to 1,000 likes, shall we? Come on, you know what to do. On day 11, I started my next witch task, getting the supplies I needed to make my cauldron so I can make potions and cast spells. By that night, I had what I needed. My cauldron! Oh, and this cool witch's oven that I made with iron bars and ingots. Over the next few days, I started my greatest task yet. To craft the Book of Shadows, and this is what I'm going to need. A book, an ink sac, some mandrake root, and hellebore. Yikes! I wasted no time in gathering the supplies I needed, starting with some ink sacs from these guys. Then some books from my zombie villager friends. I'll just take all of them, just in caseies. Then I got to work farming this grass for seeds. And mother of witchery, there were tons! After an hour or so of cutting grass, I had so many different types. Some garlic, some magical wheat seeds, and some hellebore seeds. Jackpot! By day 16, I got home and made myself a little farm area to plant my new seeds. And now, we wait. Just before I went to bed, I made a shopping list of items I was going to need pretty soon, and I sent Whiskers on a mission to gather them all. Only thing is, all the stuff I need is in the nether. Good luck, Whiskers. Man, I hope he makes it back. By sundown on day 17, my new seeds were fully grown and good to go. I chopped through them, and now I have what I needed to make the Book of Shadows. I jumped onto my crafting table, and boom! There it was! Wow, the Book of Shadows, 4th edition. Fancy. Witchcraft is an ancient art of magic and nature. This book shall guide you in discovering its secrets for yourself. Ooh, sounds spooky. Can't wait. I opened up the entry index and I was having a look through the contents when I saw this, Rising Twigs. I opened the page and boy was I pleased I did! Brooms! Real life witches' brooms! I know what my next task is gonna be. Oh, and guys, wait till you see the secret I'm gonna reveal later in the video. It's going to blow your mind. I started my hunt for hay on day 18 so I could craft my witch's broom. It wasn't long before I found this thing, but what was it exactly? I took the hay I needed from it and noticed that there was some sheep and other animals inside. I guess it was some kind of farmer's hut or something? I was just about to leave when I looked back and realized it was the shape of a human. What in the world was it? Not only that, but there's a random hut close by. So of course, I went in to check it out. That was a terrible idea! A Kanban was inside waiting for me. Oh my gosh, that was terrifying! I killed him and found this, a full goblet. I'm not sure what I can do with it, but I'll take it. After that, I went back outside and made some sticks and crafted my new broom. Woohoo! Only problem was, it did nothing. I was going to need to craft a better one. I checked back in my book of shadows and found this one, the Juniper Broom. This is the one that I want. I wasted no time gathering the supplies I needed. Turns out I had most of them in my farm at home. Handy. I made the flying ointment with these ingredients. Then I burned some mandrake root in my witch's oven to create some wood ash, and that went into my empty jar to make some liquid witchcraft. I'm nearly ready now. On day 26, Whiskers made it back from his mission to the Nether and he managed to get everything I needed on the list. Good boy, Whiskers. Ah! Whiskers, wait! Stop it! Ow! Oh, wait! Oh, you want this? He just wanted a treat. Stupid little kitty. After that, I built this stone platform to build myself a ritual circle. I needed a ritual circle if I was going to craft myself a broom and other spooky witch things in the future. Then, after my ritual circle was done, I was going to need to build this thing, a witch's altar. I needed this as a power source for my rituals, because even magic needs a power supply. And I have to thank Whiskers, of course, for getting me the bits I needed to make it. Good boy. Now that I have my altar complete, all I needed to do was put all the bits I collected for the Juniper Broom into my ritual circle. Wow, looks so cool! And it didn't take too long before, boom! I had my very own witch's broom. Isn't she pretty? I think I'll call her June. Next item on my list was going to be this thing, a spinning wheel. If I wanted to be the scariest and strongest witch in Minecraft, I needed to look the part, so I needed these witch's clothes. I gathered some stings from spiders, then I grabbed some spruce wood from my bottle of spruce heart, then I put it all together and voila! A spinning wheel! Turns out I had most of the other stuff I needed to make the witch's clothes. I put the liquid witchcraft and sting into my spinning wheel and alakazam! I have some witch's sting. Now to do that 10,000 more times. After I had that done, I created my witch's hat, my witch's robe, and my witch's pants. And now I look like a real-life witch, not to be messed with. On day 37, while at my witch's altar, Whiskers came over and dropped a diamond and stick at my foot. Ooh, I think I know what this means, guys. I put them both into my crafting table and there it was, a basic wand for a basic witch. I wasted no time in trying this bad boy out, and here is my first victim, Mr. Sheepy. I want you to fly! It's working! It's really working! Fly over here! And now over here! And now, bye-bye! Now that I have this wand, time to play around with it more. I went to the ocean to do some fishing, but not the old-fashioned way. The witchy way. Alakazam! Man, this thing is powerful, and it's really gonna come in handy. I was flying home on June on night 37 when I spotted another one of these structures. Only difference, there was a player here. This is the first player I've seen on the server since I started 37 days ago. I found this bat and I used my wand to make a copy of it. I said the magic word, transforme! And boom! I am now a bat. Time to have some fun with the player over there. I flew a little closer to check him out and make sure it was only him. And then I swooped in! He's so annoyed, but he can't catch me. I swooped in again and bit him! I'm such an evil witch. I was about to swoop in again, but he pulled out a bow and arrow. Wow, that was a close one. Time to move on, I think. but I'll be keeping a very close eye on you, my friend. On day 38, I went back to where it all began, my witch's village. These guys pushed me out, and I plan on making them pay for it. Just as I was about to leave, this little guy flew over to me. I had some gold nuggets to feed him, and boy did he like it. It wasn't until I was leaving that I noticed he was following me. Hey, you want to be my new friend? Well, okay then, buddy, let's go. We eventually made it home, and I was super excited to introduce Whiskers to his new bird friend until Whiskers killed him. Aw, come on, Whiskers, dude. That's not cool. I made a grave for my new friend, and I said a few words. And then I had an idea. I spent the next few days locating every raven I could find. If I was going to destroy my old witch village, I was going to need an army. And by day 49, I think my army is ready. This is going to be epic. The time has come. It's now or never. Time to make these witches pay for pushing me out of my village. Attack, my pretties! Attack! This was the most epic raven attack I have ever seen. My little army was taking no prisoners, and by the time they're done, I'll be the only witch left. I did it! Not only have I crafted the Book of Shadows and created a raven army, but I have defeated every witch that said I would never be as good as them. I was well on my way to becoming the most powerful witch in all of Minecraft. Not to mention that we are so close to finding out Minecraft's best kept secret, you guys. I started day 51 as normal, tending to my crop, when Whiskers came over and threw this thing at my feet. It was Leonard's wand. What the? It turned out, while I was busy waging war on the witches from my old village, Whiskers was off summoning and defeating Leonard to get me this wand. Good boy, Whiskers. Good kitty. On night 52, while I was flying home, I came across this little village. I decided to land on the hill beside it, as I could do with some villagers as sacrifices for some upcoming spells. Just as I was heading down the hill, the other player! He must be living here amongst the villagers. I retreated back towards my broom, and just before I left, I turned to take one last glance at him. But this time, he saw me! This is not good! I rushed right home and grabbed some salt from my chest. I started to place a salt protection barrier around my house in case that other player decided to follow me home. And by night 60, he had found me, but this time, he wasn't alone. There must be another 3 or 4 players on this server with him, and one of them is Minecraft Steve. I knew I had to stop them from getting in here, so I grabbed my broom, went outside, and gave them hell. I swooped in and out of the fight, trying to dodge the arrows as much as I could, but these guys were good. And eventually, I got hit, but this arrow was poisoned with something. Oh gosh, this is not good. I had to retreat out of there while I could still fly. Whiskers, my birds, my new home, all gone for now. On day 61, I woke up inside this room. I figured I was caught by the other players and now I'm in some kind of jail, but it turns out I had made it to a village in the desert and slept in this house. The other players on the server didn't find me. I was safe. I killed these rabbits and used the raw meat to make some snake friends. These guys will keep me safe. I was getting ready to leave after taking some food when I caught a look at myself in the water. What the? Is that gray hair? How did that happen? Oh my gosh, what's happening to me? Over the next 6 or 7 days, I traveled across the map. I was getting older by the minute, and I could feel my powers getting weaker. I needed answers, and there was only one person on this server who could help me. And finally, on day 68, I had arrived. This floating house belonged to Esmeralda, the oldest witch in Minecraft, but somehow she has always managed to stay young. I landed between the 2 statues and went inside. There was nothing really here apart from this orb, so I walked towards it, and I was immediately teleported away. But now, I can see Esmeralda. I approached her and asked her to help me. I told her I would obey any demand she requests, once she can stop whatever is happening to me.
You have been struck with the potion of undoing, and it's sapping away your magic as well as turning you old and eventually to stone. I have seen this once before, and I'm afraid to tell you, that witch is now dead. There is a way to stop the transformation and grant you eternal youth, but you'd need to act quickly. Bring me a pearl belt, 3 lizard legs, and a demon contract. Sign your soul to me and I will give you what you need.
I didn't have time to waste. I need to get going on this right away. I wasted no time in getting what I needed for Esmeralda, starting with this pearl belt. I found these guys around my swamp. Sorry guys, but I need your legs. And finally, I got my ritual circle ready to spawn a demon to kill him and get the contract. Last thing I needed to do was surround the ritual ring with salt so the demon couldn't escape. Then I upgraded myself to diamond armor. Something tells me this thing will not go down easy. I then placed all the parts I was going to need for this ritual into the center. Then I told my friend here that I needed him to help change a light bulb in my house. Sorry, friend, I lied. And boom, the demon was summoned. Now I just need to kill him. We fought, and to be honest, if Whiskers didn't help me out, I was totally a goner. But eventually we defeated him, and look, a demon heart and a contract. Now that I have all the things that Esmeralda needs to help me, I had to get back to her. Look at me. I'm getting so old. Only problem was it took me 10 days to find my way back to her. Was it left at the llama or right at the llama? Oh man. Finally, on day 90, I made it back to her. I gave her the lizard legs, the pearl belt, and the demon contract.
You have brought me what I need, and you've signed the demon contract. From this day forward, your soul belongs to me. Here is what you seek. But in order for it to take full effect and reverse the curse, there is one last thing you need to do.
I left Esmeralda's floating house with a potion of undying youth. I can't believe the final task I need to do in order to reverse my curse and make me the most powerful witch in all of Minecraft. This has to be Minecraft's best kept secret. If I was going to complete this spell and end my aging curse, I needed all the power I could muster. And I also needed some supplies to make a voodoo puppet. I went back to my witch's house and thankfully the players that found me had left. And look, all my stuff is still here. Idiots. I made myself my puppet that I need to start with. Whiskers, you're still alive! Fantastic, you can help me with my final mission. Now, the puppet, needle, bottle of blood, and hellebore. And finally, I made this, a voodoo puppet. Now all I needed to do was find my target and bounce this voodoo puppet to them. I promise you guys, my target is going to blow your mind. Day 100, and here it is, Minecraft's best kept secret. Not the castle or the delightful orange flags. No, you see, 3 people live inside this castle. One of them is Minecraft Steve, the Minecraft Steve. The second person is his wife Alex. She seems nice, but she is one tough cookie. And the third person, Minecraft Steve's and Alex's firstborn and only child, Stephanie Alexandra. That's right, Minecraft Steve has a kid. Like, OMG, how did I never know that? But unfortunately for them, not for long, as she is my target. I must attach this voodoo puppet to her and then destroy the puppet in order for the potion of undying youth to work and make me the strongest and most powerful witch in all of Minecraft. First up is Minecraft Steve, and I'm gonna keep him occupied with a little witchery. That's right, follow me, Steve. Follow me outside your walls. I landed my broom and jumped off. I want him to think I'm ready to fight him. Come on, Steve. That's it. A little closer. Now, be gone! It worked. It really worked. Now that Steve is out of the way, I have an Alex to take care of. Come out wherever you are, Alex. It's your time to die. It didn't take long before she answered my call, and by the looks of it, she's ready for war. I felt kind of bad. I mean, this isn't a fair fight because I'm a witch and I have a wand. But then I remembered I am a witch and I don't care. It didn't take me long to find Stephanie Alexandra, and even though I knew what I had to do, I still felt bad about it. I pricked her with the needle from my voodoo puppet, and then I made my way over to the fire and threw it in. Shortly after, Stephanie was gone. I did it! I achieved my goal of becoming the most powerful witch in all of Minecraft, and now I'm what the? Oh no!